Welcome, wrestling fans, to the Saturday showdown that brings the world of professional wrestling thundering onto your screen. Stand by for blasting today because it's dominated by that lovable giant of the ring, Big Daddy. He's in action later, but a good scrap in prospect first, so let's get ringside and alongside our man at the mic, Kent Walton.
Yes, Big Daddy will be here later in a tag contest, but right now we welcome you to this Dale Martin promotion here at the Spire Hall in Bridlington, Yorkshire, and we kick off the program with a great-looking heavyweight bout, and that's Barry Douglas of Leeds versus Caswell Martin of Antigua, West Indies. Brian Crabtree is your MC for the afternoon, and over to Brian now to introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is an international heavyweight contest and to be wrestled over 8 3-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout will decide the winner. On my left, in the blue corner, would you welcome from Leeds, Burley Barry Douglas. International wrestler from Antigua. In the red corner, Caswell Martin. And our referee for this contest from Leeds, Mr. Martin Warren.
Yes, Martin Warren, the referee in this first heavyweight contest. More about him a little later. It's his first televised refereeing job. Barry Douglas, there he is in the leotard, the blue leotard against, of course, the usual white geared Caswell Martin from Antigua, West Indies. From St. John's, the capital. 8 3-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide.
Straight for round 1.
We go to round 1 with 8. 3 minutes per round. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner here. Barry Douglas from Leeds, one of these men, 15 stone 3 incidentally, one of these men who never shows up as a tremendous wrestler unless he is taking on somebody better than himself, or at least as good as. And I think this afternoon could be one of those times, because he really, he loves a challenge, and he likes coming up to form when he meets a man that's slightly better than himself. I think he could be here today. He's inclined to get a little complacent, but he won't have time for that today. Barry Douglas, Leeds, amateur for 3 years, professional, late 70s, full-time. Cast iron Caswell Martin from Antigua, West Indies, 14 stone 13, just on the lower limit of the heavyweight bracket. Arrived in the United Kingdom in 1952 and took up physical coaching. He was a standby for the Olympics in Mexico, so he's quite an amateur career before turning pro in 1977. Caswell Martin, one of the finest heavyweights we got in this country, and if he could get a pound or 2 off, he could be a really top mid-heavyweight. I'm sure he could, though he's a tremendous physique. Referee Martin Warren of Leeds. Rather unusual for a wrestling referee, but he's a graduate of Leeds University and a qualified dentist, believe it or not. He's been a wrestling fan for many years, and finally he's got to be an official on television here this afternoon for the first time. Martin Warren. Half a minute in this first round of 8. Both men feeling their way a bit, naturally setting their sights a little, especially Barry Douglas, who's got to watch it very closely indeed. No mistakes against this man. That was almost one of them. He's got 8 seconds to get out of it. It's a double knee and it's in trouble, but a bit near the ropes, and ropes break on the back. Barry Douglas not quite sure which corner he's going to. He was just leading Caswell Martin over to it. Barry on the right there. There he is. I don't know how he'll face this match. It's going to be most interesting in these ensuing rounds. Doesn't look worried, though, does he? I would be if I was facing Martin.
Seconds away for round 2.
Round 2, 7 to go. No score. 2 falls to decide. Douglas versus Martin. Tremendous holiday crowd here at the Royal Spa Hall in Bridlington. I think they'll warm up quite a bit when these two get moving, and I think stop setting their sights a little and take a few risks, which is bound to happen soon. But Martin's so strong, practically dragging him with him to the ropes there. There's Martin Warren. Martin, cast iron Caswell, they call him. And what a physique. Tremendous bodybuilder. He may get up on his feet, but he's still in that single arm stretch. Left in round 2. Already Cas Martin showing him a few strength moves. Crowd very quiet still, but I'll bet it doesn't last. By Douglas, but can't hold that right shoulder blade down. Oh, neither of them down this time. Bridge. Martin, one of the best bridge movers. Quick reaching head to hand. Guillotine follow up, but he's a little late. He's got 3 seconds only. 2, 1. And Caswell Martin left that move just a little bit too late. But he started to feel his way around now. He's getting to know his opponent a little better. I don't know if these two have faced each other before on television. I can't remember. I don't think so. But every round, of course, you get to know each other a little better in the opposing styles.
Seconds clear the ring for round 3.
Round 3, 6 to go. No score. Barry Douglas leads Caswell Martin, Antigua, West Indies. 2 falls to decide the match. Attempted backbreaker over the knee by Douglas. Yes, nice drop. Quick knee drop for the backbreaker. It'd be pretty powerful to lift a man of nearly 15 stone like that. Now Douglas going for the backbreakers. Thinking of a Boston Crab, and he's got the Boston Crab on full. Trouble for Caswell Martin as early as this. I doubt it. He's such a fit man. He'll just roll him out. Douglas hasn't weakened the back quite sufficiently yet to try one of these. he's even crawling through it. But Douglas has still got the possibility of another Boston Crab or a backbreaker. Yeah, there it is. He tries to bridge it, but he can't get the head down really far enough. The double knee hold is a counter. Reaching for a cross press, but he's tangled a bit. Now there's the cross press. Referee Martin Warren right down there. Check the shoulder blades, but no counter three. Post 1 minute to go. Douglas still thinking of weakening that Caswell Martin back. Chop. He hasn't got cauliflower ears yet either, Barry Douglas. If he takes many more of those, he might easily. Quick he went underneath with that butt. 25 seconds to go, round 3. And lead beautifully, perfectly legal.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5 seconds.
5, 6.
A little unlucky for Barry Douglas there. Saw his chance again to go for that grab with that other leg, but he left it a wee bit too late. His ambition has always been to go for the light heavyweight championship of Great Britain, but I don't think he'll ever get down from 15-3 to 14-2. I can't see him doing it now. He's too big a man.
Seconds away, round 4.
Round 4, 5 rounds to go, still no score in this heavyweight contest here at the Spa Hall, Bridlington. Barry Douglas versus Caswell Martin. Caswell Martin from West Indies. Nice double arm throw, beautiful throw by the Douglas there, but thrown off quite easily by the very powerful Caswell Martin. That butt's getting underneath the guard so often. Douglas wants to start the forearm smashes, then Cas Martin might easily come in with a couple of headbutts. Won't do him any good at all. Timing is good. This time not so good. That's a beautiful leg trip over the top, and that leg is held the cross press beautifully. This is how it happened. Barry Douglas thinking he was in charge from that shoulder check. But watch Caswell Martin get up and time it after this next fall. Look how he gets up for a start. Now, ducks aside, sidesteps, twists his man around to the near rope instead of the far one where he thought he was going. The leg trip comes, the cross press is there. The left leg is held to make sure he doesn't get out of it.
And round 4 with a cross buttock and shoulder press, the first ball of the contest, Caswell Martin.
A low cross buttock. And the press was very definitely a cross press held beautifully for a count of 3 and quite easily. 4 rounds to go.
Seconds away for round 5.
Round 5, and remember Cas Martin, West Indies, leading. Barry Douglas leads by 1 fall to 0. Halfway through the ball. Yes, Douglas is really going to think of something pretty sharp here to worry this man. Now he's ahead, especially. arm lead. He's taking him right over his back. Oh, but he got the leg. I thought he was after the neck there and missed, but he got the leg. That's what he was after in the first place. Toe and ankle. Toe and ankle very definitely on there for as long as he wants it, but I don't think he wants it. He'll try once more to roll his man out. Douglas just won't go. Using his hands to block it. Ah. Complete switch. And Martin.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Double arm nicely from underneath. Over the top, further shoulder press possible here. Count of 2, but Martin goes out into his bridge move. Doesn't even bother with the feet this time. Just a minute left, round 5. Nice quick leg grab there by Barry. Whether it does him any good or not. Oh, crossed head scissors. Only temporary. Well, he's got 25 seconds to think of something. Get out of this one or counter it. Easy. The counter didn't come, but the escape likes it. There's the butt. There's the headbutt. Any more of those forearm uppercuts come to me, that's what you'll get, says Martin. He never uses them until he gets a headbutt, until he gets a forearm uppercut. Barry's still feeling it. Say that for his opponent. I think Barry knows this, that he's been producing those swinging uppercuts so often in the last 4 or 5 rounds, or attempting them anyway. That headbutt had to come to stop him from this man.
Seconds away for round 6.
Round 6, 3 to go, and still Caswell Martin. West End is leading Douglas 1-4-0.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There they come, the uppercuts again. Forearms. See that figure 4 leg lock there by Martin on the ropes, unfortunately by him. And referee Warren takes a break. It's a typical Cas Martin moving up quickly. Barry doesn't know what's happening. There's the drop kick finish. Came a bit late, but it arrived. Douglas really going in now for that body check again, trying it again, but misses. A third time he misses, and this time Martin misses and goes down not well at all. He just tried to grab Barry's head and missed it. So Douglas might have a chance here. Crutch hold, slam, follow down cross press, and that's it. The equalizer in round 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 6, the equalizing fall to Barry Douglas.
It just took him 1 minute, 18 seconds in round 6 to get it, and this is how it happened. Crutch hold, slam, very orthodox wrestling style, but it works. Cross press, and watch him grab the left leg. No chance of rolling out of that one.
Seconds away for round 7.
2 rounds to go as we start round 7. 1-4 leads the score. triple arm, and Douglas thinking of the suplex here, but I don't think he'll make it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Trying every move he knows to try and the better of this West Indian. Who's so good. Yes. Getting underneath with the butts now. And the lean back, takes his head with him. Douglas for once gets in a bit quicker. But Martin, if he wants to, no, he doesn't want to. I think he could get away from those ropes if he really wanted to, that bear hug. And he's asking for another butt to the forehead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So a figure 4 headlock. Scissors beautifully. But I don't think he'll get anything from it. He's got less than a minute to operate in this round 7. I can't think Caswell's going to submit from this, and I don't think that Barry will be able to further the situation pinfall-wise. Well, a little gentle pile driver on the way. Half a minute to go now. Just trying another knee drop. Doesn't bother with the backbreaker this time. Goes for the legs, he goes for the Boston Crab, or is he? He's thinking about it, but he's got just 5 seconds to go. And there's the full Boston, but he can't hold it. Turning out to be a good class heavyweight contest. This we were sure it would be. But whether this man can be beaten by Barry Douglas, I just don't know. I can't believe it. Final round will show us coming up right now.
With 1 fall each, seconds away, 8th and final round.
Final round 8. 1 fall each. Notice the total lack of any private or public violence in this bout at all. Men of this class just don't bother with bending the rules. Just get on with the wrestling. Flying tackle, attempt. And he's got it. Can he hold the cross play? No, thrown off so easily by Martin. Power of that man. He's throwing off 15 stone 3. Beautiful cross press and trouble for Douglas. Trying the other side. Can't do it. Gives up on that one. Side head transfer. Body check this time that Martin won. That's helped on a bit, but no danger. And he takes Barry's head with him as he comes back. Very neat, and takes Barry out. Very neat, but Martin is back in. And Douglas just doesn't understand what's happening there, but you better hurry. He wants to stay in this bout. Folding press from the side. Martin and Barry Douglas in trouble, and Martin has won it 2 falls to 1 in just 1 minute, 20 seconds of the final round 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of hardcore action, I'm going to ask for your appreciation for both competitors The winner, Caswell Martin and Barry Douglas. Thank you.
And this is how he got this sort of peculiar style fall. We're not going to see the now that he went out, but when he comes in, this is what happens. Just sidesteps him, turns around for a folding press, and Douglas no chance at all. Very good move. 2-1 win for Caswell Martin of Antigua.